Hey everybody, Simon here, Projects in the Barn. I hope you are all well and welcome back to another episode on the Jaguar XKR. And we're basically just going to get into the nitty-gritty of see if we can strip down the rear subframe some more. The last video I did, I started trying to undo some of the nuts and bolts. They were very sort of hard to undo, so we didn't manage to get very much taken off. So I'm just going to try and get a bit more done within this episode. What I'm going to also try and do is not sort of film literally everything like I normally do. I'll just leave the camera rolling, and like in one of my videos, someone kindly pointed out to me a couple of days ago that they sat through an entire episode and watched me take out 4 bolts. So yeah, I do get it. But I tend to forget, so I just carry on doing what I'm doing, rambling on, and I say I never edit my videos. What I record, I put out. So maybe I should do a bit of editing or try and cut it down, because a lot of my videos tend to go on and on. But hey, that's just how I do it. That's how I roll, as my boys would say. So yeah, today we're just going to get into doing some more of the stripping down. So we've been leaving this to soak with the old WD-40. Thanks again, Matt. And we're going to just carry on seeing what bolts we can undo today. Hopefully we'll get a bit more progress done. And again, before I go any further, I need to say another massive thank you to another one of my viewers, a chap called Robert, who very kindly sent me through another Amazon voucher. I don't know what's going on. I've never had people send me gifts before, and after Matt kindly gifted me some Amazon vouchers to get the WD-40, I've had Robert literally a day or two later also kindly gifted me an Amazon voucher and said put it towards a car mat or something else like that. So thank you so much, Robert. That will definitely go towards the build of the car, and every little helps. And so yeah, that will definitely go to the build of this. So thank you so much. As I've said before, I really don't know what to say apart from thank you. So yeah, it's so very kind of you. Like I say, I really don't know what to say apart from thank you. So thank you so much. And again, thank you just so much to everybody that watches the videos. It does really mean a lot to me. So we're just going to get into, like I say, trying to strip down some more of this. So we'll set the camera up as ever. We'll try and bring it a little bit closer, and I'll just set to work, sort of trying to undo some nuts and bolts if I can. We'll see how far we get with it. Another interesting point of debate I've had on my last video I've put out, because I'm undecided yet on the bushings. I mentioned on, I think it was on my last video, about polyurethane bushes. I've had a few come back and comment to say stick with the original, 'cause, you know, for ride and comfort. I'm not building a sports car. I'm not building a track day car. I'm just renovating what I've got. So, and again, ultimately, it will come down to budget. I've seen the cost of the polyurethane bushes compared to the original rubber sort of compound bushes. I guess they're rubber. And the price difference is massive. Do I need to polyurethane it? Probably not. But we'll see. I still don't know. That's way down the line. Good news, those that recall the video or two back, I was talking about bidding on a stage 1 and stage 2 Adamesh exhaust system. I can't remember if I mentioned it last time, but I did win it. So happy days, thumbs up. It's brand new, never been fitted to a car. It's got the old quad exhaust tailpipes, you know, 2 sets of 2. But we'll reveal that as and when we get onto it. But I've got that, that's in stock, so that's ready to go on. Yeah, and that's about it. And I've been potting around on my red van actually, which is just next to me, fitting a new starter motor on that the other day. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on and start doing some of this. So I'll sort the video out. I've got the microphones all sorted again, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. It's a miserable day. It's late in the day. It's 6:30 in the evening. We're losing the light already, so we'll get done as much as I can before it gets too dark down here in the barn, because the lighting's not that brilliant. So let's undo some nuts and bolts, shall we? Okay, so I've actually taken the subframe off of the skates, put it down on the floor, just to see if it will make it a bit easier for me. So, because it's super heavy, should make it that bit easier to undo stuff. So we'll try and go where we left off, which was here, and we'll see if the Dubs 40's done its stuff. Oh, that is tight, but it's undoing. Oh, there we go. Happy days. And again, we're just going to go back and forth on these just to try and clean the threads as we go. Right, so that one's loose. So we'll try and do the other side. See how we get on. Cool, blimey. Yes. There we have it. Happy days. So I'm going to carry on now. I say try not to film it all because it's a bit boring. I'm going to carry on and try and get the rest of those undone. Come on. Happy days. There we have it. So we've got, we can see, it's not too dark. Try and bring the light a bit further forward. The thing is, when you try and bring lights in, put shadows on everything. I don't know if it's any better or not. Anyway, managed to get that one undone. So we can now remove that brace, put the nut and bolt back. And the same, I've managed to do the other one. There we have it. Just for now, I'm going to put the bolt back in. And the same down here. Put the bolt back in. Then we have these two sort of stabilizers. So not rotten, powder coating sort of coming off. You still see the powder coat on that one. It's actually not too bad at all. But they're to be done. So I'm going to put them on my pile. Over here. So we've got the great big long bolts that go through here at the back of the cage. So we'll just bring you round down to here so you can see, hopefully. Let's try and move that out of the way. My shoddy film work again. So we'll try and get these bolts out. I don't know how we'll get on, but we will give it a go. So 90mm as well. Yeah, that ain't going. Let's try this one. You see it lift up all that lower suspension arm. Wonder if I was to try and like go the opposite way on that one. Yeah. Might have to look at that. Yeah, we might have to look at that one again, because that doesn't want to come off easily. I guess we could try and remove this rear A-frame where the diff comes through and the handbrake cables. I guess that would come off. Yeah, so maybe we will try that. So I'll set the camera around the other way so you can see what I'm doing and try and light up that bit. Right, so we'll just give it a quick squirt of the old WD again. These look rusty. Hopefully it's not too dark down here for you all to see. So if we remove the little cover plate which comes out from the differential there. So I guess when this undoes, this panel here should come forward. So these are 13mm. Oh yeah, that one's okay. Yep, same. Lovely. Nice. So, just for speed, I'm going to put that onto my newer 1/2" drive impact driver. Now we've broken it off. There we go. One, two. I'll do the bottom one first. 3. 4. That made pretty light work of that. There we have it. That's the cover plate off. So we'll just put all this out the way at the moment. Also, I don't want to put those bolts back through because they'll probably go through and hold it onto the differential in behind. Right. So now it's going to be these. Uh, 19. Oh, that's all right. Well, that's easier than I thought. Do want to get the socket stuck. Which I have done. There we go, we'll come back to that one. Yeah, that one's okay. And I think, let's wind them out if we can, with the old impact driver again. Oh, that's annoying. It's got a bolt head on the underside. I'm going to have to tip that back, ain't I? Oh, dearie me. Now that's going to be a challenge. Right. Well, I'd probably do something that's not in accordance with health and safety. I'm going to try and tilt it back up so we can get to the underside. Bear with me. Okay, so I've just lifted it up. Just rested the A-frame on these blocks. And we'll, I've got a 19mm ring spanner up underneath. And we'll see, I doubt it's going to turn, but let's see. Oh, it's going. There's a lot of muck on the thread. Well, I think that's the way to go. So I want to go and tackle 1, 2, 3, those 4 bolts. And I'll hopefully report back to you with some success when I've got them off. Okay, I'm about out of breath, so excuse me. We've got these 4 bolts out. They're just here. And that was not easy. I'll say real time, it's probably just taken me 20 minutes. So these are the handbrake cables that come through. You can see me in the video cut them off. As far as I can see, I've got 2 massive bolts in there, or nuts, probably I'll say on studs that come through. Well, there's a big hex head here, so we'll have to see if it turns. So give them a good soak in. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've got to hold the hex head at this end or not, but we'll give it a turn, see what happens. That's a big old nut, so we'll find the appropriate size nut and then have a go. Okay, so we've got 24mm. Oh, I feel my back is starting to hurt again, but we'll carry on. So push down towards the floor, then hopefully, hello, I'll take that. That was all right. That's staying where it is as well. I haven't got the space behind me to rotate that round 180 degrees, so I'll try the impact driver on that in a minute. Same thing, we'll push down against the floor. Yes. Yes. Happy days. Right. Let's try and see if this will work. Oh yes. That is off. Let me just get the nut off. Happy days. Let's keep your fingers crossed for this next one. Go forward a bit just to clean the thread. Yes, there we have it. Right, it's all the, just unwind that. Oh, so I've got a little bush or something at the end there. Right, so we're disconnected here. Got washers, yep. 1, 2, so 2 washers. 1, 2 nuts. Take those bolts out. Like that. So the only thing I think that's holding that on now is the handbrake cables. So I guess they'll pull through. Yes, come on. Right. There's probably some Jaguar way of fixing these. Let's have a look, shall we? If you know how they come off, you're probably shouting at your screen saying, Simon, what are you doing, you plum? Do this. Right, I think if I cut the very end of the cable off, so that slips through, I guess. So it is only being held on with the handbrake cables, but I don't know how they're fixed on. So let's not muck around. Let's cut them off at the back and then we can remove it. Let's get my big cutters. So I'm just going to cut the cables from the back. That's my easiest option. Please wear your safety glasses, those that are following along. Okay. Yes. Now we have it. Rear A frame. Again, looks in good order. I think when that's blasted up, that will clean up pretty well. Let's just take you around to have a look at it. We've got numbers. So what we've got here, Jaguar Cars Limited, rear suspension assembly, serial number 822059, part number Charlie Alpha Charlie 7581. Interesting. Another remnant of a sticker at the top. Yeah, hopefully you can see, all in all, once that's blasted up, that will come up nice. Another thing we don't have to replace. Whew, happy days. Right, let's pop that down a minute. Out the way. Take these gloves off. I know you can't see me, so just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Right then, let's take you out of here in the dark. So that's the A-frame we just took off. That will clean up fine. That now leaves us with the differential drive shafts, hub assembly, lower suspension arm, and then the lowermost A-frame. I think we're going to have to tip it back on its side to take that off, without a doubt. And then obviously the rear coil springs and shocks we need to do. And again, I've got a plan for all the nuts and bolts. So I have done an experiment on some other metal, and that video is to come. So hopefully you can see me. Like I say, it's pretty dark. Should we go outside? I've got a sweat on. So there we go. In the rain, another episode done. So we're getting some all the subframe removed. So I hope you're enjoying this little series we're doing on the subframe. I know some of you are finding it helpful already because you plan to do the same job. Ed, I think I said last time, one of my subscribers, lovely chap, he's already dropped his out of his XKR, and I think he's going to go the whole hog, so polyurethane, limited slip, diff and all that. So I think he's going to build a bit of a racer, so I'm keen to keep progress on what Ed's doing on his. But anyway, for me, for now, that's another episode done. So thank you so much for watching. As ever, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Just press that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but does really good for my channel. And if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, press the like button, and press the share button and send it out to friends and family and like-minded people that are interested in Jags and other interesting things we get up to down in the barn. But anyway, from me, Simon, and the projects in the barn, we'll catch you next time down here at the barn for some more fun on the XKR. Cheers everybody, bye for now.